think it's up. Let me check. Hold on.
Awesome.
Let's see here. Let's go to my subscriptions. Thank you, Orson. That was very, very helpful. Yes, we are in fact live. We are live, and I'm going to post it in the new. Yeah. Okay, guys, introduce yourselves, and then I'll introduce what the hell we're doing here.
My name is Mario Kart 64 Double Dash Wii. Yes.
The Wii? No, it's for the game. Fucking.
La la la.
I am Shocked Horizon 5. You may know me from such hits as Shocked Horizon 5. And
You see, Shock Horizon 5 first, like, its first appearance was in Shock Horizon, like the original, and then the sequel, Shock Horizon 2. It did appear for
I don't know. I kind of feel like the series fell off. I feel like the series fell off after like 6, which is like one of the rare times that like a series survives past the 4th installment. But like, I think people will agree that it shouldn't have survived after. I think people shouldn't have agreed. I think people agree that there shouldn't have been a 5th one or a 6th. I mean, maybe, but like, I feel like it's just like, I think it's just too different from the base game. Honestly, it's just a little bit too. Okay, whatever. This isn't about me. This isn't about me.
My name is Oro Junestar, and I like to go to sleep.
So true.
Alright, and I'm
also, I just want to say something that you're gonna be hearing me make a lot of bodily noises in the whole stream because I'm still recovering from being sick. So if I ever go like, that's why. Or if I ever go like,
thank you, Mune.
That's why.
Thank you, Mune, for demonstrating.
Got it, boss.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'll be your host for tonight because I'm the one with Nitro, so I can stream at high quality. Shock doesn't exist.
Hey, I have Nitro too.
Shut up.
Fuck you!
Fuck you, guy.
So hello. Today on the Bossers 5 YouTube channel, we're going to be reviewing My Singing Monsters, The Missing Monsters, which was an old group project in the MSM community, which was focused on, as you can see from the title slide here, making non-existent but plausible singing monsters. So this was stuff like making hybrids for magical elements, such as Psychic Cold, which is not a combo that exists in the base game, but they made a monster for that. Or like Celestials for the magical elements and whatnot. You'll see, it'll make sense as it goes along. But we're reviewing it.
I know nothing about My Singing Monsters.
Yeah, I'll get there in a moment. We're gonna be going through the whole slideshows, plural, and we're gonna be giving our honest opinions on it because the project was kind of not very good. Or at least it became not very good. It was a good concept on paper. It was very, very good on paper, but it very much spiraled out of control.
Yeah.
Now, myself, Orson, and Miyun were all in the project and contributed to it regularly during its height. But Shocked we have along as a unbiased observer, so we're not constantly giving our biased opinions on all the monsters and all the people that made them. And I wanted to bring that up. I think it'd be best for judging the project itself if we did not include stuff like such and such is a bad person, despite the fact that we all know one very bad person who contributed quite a lot.
Yeah, this was like years and years ago, and like people grow and change, you know. So like
Yeah.
these artists
And also
have
it just
improved in their
Yeah.
skills and as
and
a
also it
person.
really
So
just doesn't like really have much impact on what we are going to be rating these monsters for or reviewing in the port.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like design, how much it fits the elements they embody,
Mm-hmm.
the like thematic, overall like the style, I think. How much it fits the style. And just how creative a monster is, I think.
Mm-hmm. And we're not going to be
Those
doing
are
any
the
kind
things
of.
we're gonna be.
We're not doing any kind of formalized point system. We're just shooting shit, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just for fun.
Yeah.
I was
So
gonna
let's-
say Shock is the
I,
control group.
I do. What?
Shock is the control group of this experiment.
Mhm.
That's true. Yeah. I also do a lot of character design myself, which you will not be seeing examples of because there are none pulled up. But
Yes.
Lol.
So now I have my laser pointer, so now I
Next.
can point at stuff. So let's get this
Also-
slideshow going.
I'm dead.
Also, I wanted to mention that Shock will not be showcasing his designs because Mary is a tyrant and is evil and does not wish for Shock to derail the entire stream just to
Correct.
like talk about his process for
I'm not
4
even going-
hours.
I'm not even going to disagree. That is a completely fair thing that should be done. I should not be given
Exactly.
control of this.
Also, I wanted to let the stream know that I may or may not have ingested poison in the form of a protein bar that kind of tasted funny. So I might drop dead at any point during the stream without warning. Without further ado, let's get going.
Oh, okay.
Fucking
Slide 2. Well, first of all, the title slide. This is literally just the title slide. Do we have any thoughts on the title slide?
Yeah. I always like the logo animation on the
I
eyes.
like the
yeah.
Agree.
I like the eye animation, and I also like the weird little guy in the bottom center.
We'll
Weird
get to
little
the guys.
spaceman.
We'll get to the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
we'll get to them.
So I'd actually like to bring this slide up because the whole original premise of the missing monsters was just making the monsters. Like islands were never supposed to come of it. I learned this later on than I was supposed to, but it was literally just meant to be a public repository of monsters, and then people could make islands on their own if they wanted to. But then islands got introduced into the fray, and generally people consider that to be the downfall of the project.
Ah.
Next.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Next. Here we go. This is the slideshow moderators, and I guarantee you, almost none of these people wish to think about TMM anymore, except for this one because that's me.
Holy fuck!
Laugh my ass.
But yeah,
Who the
do not bother
What is
these
that?
people.
Yeah, don't.
Do not
Yeah.
bother these people about
Yeah,
TMM.
yeah,
They even making TMM. This is the last
The SpongeBob.
mention of TMM on YouTube ever. There will be no more after this.
Yeah, except for the times I reused
Likely.
my TMM monsters, but that's not important. Also, SpongeBob
No.
is here. You'll notice a lot of
Yeah.
the time that they had a lot of fun, myself included, once I started editing the slideshow. But there was a lot of fun had. So if there's stuff like that around, don't pay too much mind to it.
SpongeBob hasn't found the music has become intense.
Next up. This I'll be using later to navigate to the other slideshows because there's quite a lot, as you can see, but we're not there yet. So
Yeah.
next, the
What have I
first
stepped into?
monster. I don't think it was the first monster accepted in, but this is. I consider this one of the first monsters of TMM in general. Brain. Discuss.
I'm biased. I like Brain because I drew fan art of them once.
I like Brain because it has a stupid face.
I like Brain because he looks really funny.
I like Brain because
It's also great.
all the reasons stated
Yeah.
already.
Also great fun.
Consensus. We all like Brain.
Yes. Very
Tom,
good.
Termia, Celot, Gay, Frito, Eric. Those are names, apparently.
I enjoy the fact that Brain has like the pun. I love the pun where the
I
brain
agree.
is frozen. So brain,
For real.
very good pun.
The question is, why is there an H in the name?
Because MSM naming.
Brain. Oh,
MSM, yeah,
oh,
probably.
Yeah.
fair.
And the sound of a bass, the castle bass, like,
Yay!
yes,
There is no bass in this song.
good.
Oh,
I think that I think in general it very much works for its combo as well, because like that's not an overly involved sound for a double.
yeah.
Very good
Also,
monster.
it is.
All goes downhill.
It's very much. Yeah, and it very much
No.
embodies the elements of themselves, the eyes, the brain, etc. Whatever.
Yes. All right. And I was gonna say I don't think we should read every single bio for the sake of time. If we can't understand what's going on with the monster itself, then I think we could. But what do we think?
Yeah. It's a resource that we don't need to use.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we will if we need to.
this is fine because it's like you can tell he's psychic because he has brain, and you can tell he's ice because he has ice.
Yes.
Isn't ice.
Anyway,
This is a very good design, I think.
very good monster. Next, Boogabaga.
This thing,
What do we think about
I want to pop
Boogabaga?
its eyes like a bubble.
It probably could.
Yeah, and then just get another one. Anyway, I do kind of enjoy this thing, though I don't really see how it's. I guess I don't totally understand how it's like rock and psychic. Like I guess I could see the rock on the Earth. Well, yeah. I don't think I see entirely the Earth part, besides the fact that it's a cauldron. Cauldrons are made of iron.
That's kind of strange, honestly.
Yeah, that's very much a stretch.
Yeah.
As for psychic,
Yeah,
I don't really get
is
it
a
either.
Aside from swirling eyes, like I think I like the idea of this little guy. Like just looking in the bio very quick, it says that they were two different things. I like that idea of like cauldron monster and a slime monster together. But I don't think they like that would be a pretty great idea if you had like a purely psychic one and a purely earth one like together.
That's true,
and that
actually.
makes like combo monster. But like I don't know, this doesn't really embody that. Besides that, it's a fine design, I think.
True.
Yeah, I think this could like use a little more like polish to like make the overall design more coherent and more earthy as well.
Agreed.
Imagine if there was like a little caldera, like a little volcano, with like the slime still in it, but like it's like a magic-y looking slime.
Yeah, and
Like
like
a slime
decorate like the
volcano.
cauldron and make it look fancy. Like what if the cauldron was like sort of, I don't know, volcano themed or something? It was like cool rock. You get what I'm talking about, right?
True.
Now you're on trial.
Damn.
You've made a good point. The entirety of TMM is now falling apart.
I told you it was all downhill from Brain.
True.
Yeah, not the best one, but not the most offensive one that we will encounter. I can tell you that for certain. Next,
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Schnoz. I've worked with this one multiple times.
I like the wings.
This one immediately. Yeah, I like the wings. I feel like the wings are a little complicated, but also kind of like they're very clearly copied pasted, which is fair. I do the same thing with my wings whenever I draw them, but right off the bat, this reminds me of
Lol.
this reminds me of like it reminds me of Zubat from Pokemon, like the Zubat line.
True.
Like just right off the bat. Which is fine because Zubat was a flying psychic type if I remember.
I really
No,
like
it's a
this
flying type. Flying dark type, I think. But still,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
It actually reminds me of a different
Somewhere in that
Pokemon.
ballpark. It's really
No,
There was
anyway,
like a-
I kind of like this guy. I feel like I think he like they embody the I think they embody the what's it called? The concepts of like, is it air or wind or
it's air.
Air.
The element is air.
Air.
and
Hmm.
they embody like air and psychic very very well actually. And
Very
like
positive
if you,
theme.
I think like if you like kind of changed up the wings, like kind of made them symmetrical in the fact of like there's one wing on one side and then one wing on the other, and then them both kind of being on the same side, and like made them bigger, this would be pretty great. Like make them more exaggerated, kind of.
Yeah, true.
Fills out the silhouette more, like a bit of a cloak, not quite like a cloak, but you know, like some characters or designs, like they have like a big wing. They have like a big set of wings, and they like fold them, and it kind of looks like giant shoulders in a way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many people are going to be getting this reference, but what was it? Cavalier Angelo from DMC5, a little like that.
Nope.
I don't think anyone's gonna get that, unfortunately.
Big Chill from Ben.
But I think I do know that, but still. Well, yeah, basically, the wings fold into a cape, and yeah, that'll be kind of cool actually for what's psychic.
Yes.
Yeah, not even like made it into a cape, just make the wings bigger and symmetrical, and then it'll be great.
True.
Overall, not
Honestly, I think
Especially
the
with
biggest
like, that pattern, that's a very psychic pattern.
Yeah, I think in the design the biggest issue is that it does have like the idea for the psychic parts, but it also doesn't like emphasize them enough.
Holy shit! I haven't been checking the chat. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in the chat. There is there's a lot of people in the chat. We got.
Oh, really?
Maybe. Yeah. Hold on.
Wait.
I wish I knew
the
how
link
to...
in the Discord.
Okay.
So I can
Holy
drop the link in the
shit!
Discord so I can monitor this.
I haven't been looking. Oh, I'm so sorry, YouTube. I need to find a way to like display the chat on the off to the side. Hold on.
Hilarious.
Whoa.
Now,
Hold on.
Ooh.
You guys get to see my background now.
Lol.
eat.
Is that Sonic?
Yes, it is. It's
I
terminal
hope
velocity.
this loads right, because I actually want to see the.
Also, just for right now,
Also
hello
so true.
to Zeri. Hello, maybe Mango. Hello, Epic Gamer God. Hello, Elemento a while ago. Hello, Kiwi V a while ago. Shit,
Dang, can my Destiny like stop downloading already so I can actually see the chat? So things will load.
Shit, I don't know if there's a way to like pop out the chat.
I hate Destiny 2.
The music is very
This is a
fitting for
lie,
the
I love
moment.
that.
Also, at around
You all should play Destiny
5, like 5:15 maybe, I'll have to go. But I'll be back today.
Yeah, we're probably not gonna be able to go through the entirety of probably even this light show honestly in the stream.
Yeah.
Because these get long, very long,
Whatever.
and there's a bunch of them.
I'll play with that.
TMM
later.
is Grover, just like my son. My son. Grew up to. Okay.
Powerful.
Anywho,
Alright.
so let's get back to it. Schmaz, we finished talking about
Really
Schmaz,
big
I think.
T-Mod Lamau.
Yeah.
Next monster,
Yeah, I think we're both.
Ramish.
Okay.
I like this thing.
Elements water,
I like this thing a
cold,
lot,
and
too.
psychic.
That's it. I don't see the psychic as much, but the water and
Fuck!
ice very much so.
I think the
What have you
the
done?
psychic I can kind of see it from the big eye, but I think it could have been emphasized more.
Yeah,
But like,
I feel
yeah,
like if you gave him like a pink iris, like just a pink iris, that's all you really need.
True.
And maybe
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
at
What the hell
end
did I
could also
do?
be pink.
what?
Sorry, I'm screwing up the stream right now.
Ooh,
Well, whatever the case, I like this. I like this creature.
it's a very
I
good
think the
picture.
psychic part could be. I think the psychic part could be emphasized a little more,
Agree.
and that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, very good creature.
Maybe like also that bottom part you could redo the bottom part with the rocks, change it to not be rocks, instead it should be like ice or water.
That's
True, actually. It could even be like portals, like go with full psychic on it.
True.
That's true.
What do we think about it being a harpsichord? Like, how do you guys imagine it makes a harpsichord?
I
sound?
agree.
I think
I
think
agree with harpsichord because I love the harpsichord. I love harpsichord so much.
design-wise, I think it plays it with the eyelashes or the tail. I assume the eyelashes because they're more emphasized on the tail, but yeah.
True.
Yeah, I think it's the eyelashes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Especially because they kind of make a piano kind of pattern if you look at it closely.
True. So I need my. Oh, I didn't mean to go to the next one, but
Oh,
Talaba, cold plant and
Talaba.
psychic.
oh, this is
Okay,
terrifying.
this thing. I also like this thing. My one issue, I think the ice part should be emphasized because
It's cold. It's
just
cold.
kinda cloud.
The element's cold.
Cold plants.
whatever. I mean, I guess if it's just cold, then clouds are fine.
I think it's supposed to be fur, like wool.
Yeah, fair enough.
I believe this is
Yeah,
meant to
They're
be
apparently
a relative of an existing monster.
Yeah, look
Woolly.
in the bio. It's a subspecies of Woolabee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not a. Yeah, I don't know MSM, so I wouldn't know.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be too much to show you. Hold on.
Also, look at Epic posted in general. The general that might be helpful.
Let's take a
Oh.
look.
Oh, bubble
Let's-
chat.
oh,
There is
Wait,
a
can I
thing
do
here.
that? Hold on. I can't do that on my. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I got this. I'm got this, guys. I'm got this.
Do it. Do it.
I'm got this. I'm
The entire Ottoman Empire.
What do you mean?
The entire Ottoman Empire?
So I just saw like in the.
Oh, there we go. Whoa.
Hey.
Is that gonna update independently? Okay,
I think it might.
I hope so. If I close that.
I'll send something to test it out.
Oh, it's there.
Shit, where is it?
Someone send. Don't tell
Oh,
Shock
it's
any
the
of the.
Okay, here we go.
Yay!
Thank
Don't
you.
tell Shocked about
Thank you, Orson.
any
So
bombs.
Willoughby,
Bombs you a lot. Bombs you a lot.
Willoughby is this.
Awesome. The creature.
I see.
For,
I like
for reference.
funny little creature. With that in
Mhm.
mind, I assume that Willoughby also has like the cold and or
Correct.
leaf nature.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
Plants.
Right then, in that case, I think make the flames not green and you're golden.
True, true, true.
Let's make it really tiny so you can't read any of it.
There we go. That's fun.
Now,
That's
if only
fine, I
I could
think.
stay on top. But I'm gonna have to.
Oh.
Probably.
Hold on,
Trout.
hold on. I'm oh shit.
Trout.
Wait, shut
Oh.
up! I didn't mean to go that fast.
Ooh.
Like that. Perfect.
Yowza. Oh yeah, that's good. But is
I
that?
can't.
No, it's
I
not.
can't full screen it.
Womp.
Aw.
Whatever. This
Maybe
okay.
you
So
can,
this is
like-
what we're doing here.
Maybe there's a way to whatever.
We'll figure
Yeah,
that out
this is
next
fine.
time.
Yeah.
So trout.
Okay.
Trout.
Water
What's
looks
the
water.
psychic?
To be honest, it just looks water.
Pretty much.
It does just look water, honestly.
Yeah, I think a different color palette would do better.
Agree.
Mm. It also like
I do. I
yeah,
do
we're doing like
enjoy
this.
Just for right now.
I do enjoy the sort of tropical colors. But
Yeah,
it's just water.
It's kind of just a fish.
it is very much just water. It's kind of just a fish, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Something went wrong. Something went wrong.
And in that case, I think we can.
Something went wrong. Something went wrong.
What?
There we go.
Okay,
Okay.
awesome.
Next.
Are we back? Are we back?
Yes. Yes. It's as good as it's gonna be. So Ted Yossi.
This This
There's
just
no
looks,
earth in this.
Yeah, there's no or cold. Actually, no. You can. It kind of looks like a sweater. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like there's no earth in it.
I don't. I can sense like evil, problematic vibes emanating from this wretched, godless beast. I don't know how accurate that is, but
I mean, melodic
It has no
energetic
biome, so we
gurgling.
can't
So
disturb them.
melodic energetic gurgling as an instrument. So that's. I would consider
Oh.
that
Gurgling?
personally. Yes, gurgling. I
that
assume
is
it's like
that,
it's
that
like
is a little problematic. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Sleepy.
This thing, I need to kill this thing.
I kind of enjoy it. I feel like there's a little bit of cheating in the form of just like putting a bunch of little rocks and geodes around it. Like, like that geode right there, that's a fire ass geode. If that was included like in the actual thing, like,
Yeah, no, that's kind of
awesome.
true. It's
That'd be
really
awesome.
just like it is kind of just a psychic monster with like a bunch of like stuff around it that makes the other elements. That's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of monsters tend to fall into the trope of like guy who hits other things around it to make sound, and that feels like
is
a cop
true.
out kind of.
Gas
Yeah, that's
him.
true. I mean, in this case, it's they have drums and cymbals, so I guess it works. But also at the same time, they don't have like arms to hit those with. They just hit them with their brain.
I would think it would be with the
Or I
tail.
guess with a tail.
Maybe. Yeah.
Also, there's also the head thing, which I guess would also hit the other side.
I don't.
I mean, yeah,
If this was just a psychic monster, it would be awesome, and I'd love it.
True. The
Yeah.
fabric of reality is slowly drifting away.
I do think it. I do
Oh,
think
Lord.
it is
What?
awesome, but alas. Anyway, next.
Yeah.
Next. Down.
Next.
High downpour.
Downpour.
High downpour.
Downpour.
High downpour.
Rain World.
This.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is
Yes.
This is kind of just a water and air.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Not
the
much
psychic is a little
to
bit cool to see.
There's not much psychic to be had here.
Yeah, it feels kind of generic. Like it's just a cloud, and it's
I
holding
think
a
that's
bowl.
fine,
There's not
even though
really
they
anything
are very
special
much.
about it.
Mhm.
I think
I think
that's true.
it's a clever way of doing like a water air thing, but also it doesn't really do much with the design idea. It doesn't do much with the
Yeah.
spirit of the design.
A bit.
Haha, spirit, psychic, haha, hee hee.
Ah,
So yeah, Nim Buddies.
Uhidoha.
This monster. Actually, yeah, this is the first monster that's part of a family that will be established later down the line. The Nim Buddies.
Yeah.
And you will see the effects of that as it continues. But anyway,
Uh-oh.
Nim buddies.
I'm biased towards this monster because it carried a part of Oxidized Eutropia.
I remember that.
But that's
Yeah.
for later.
Also, yeah, I agree, Mango.
It's very difficult to strike a balance in a design with multiple elements without either gluing on elements or only focusing on one. Yeah, and that's not always the worst thing, especially for triples. Like, you don't have to, like, make it all laser focused like that. Like,
And then I have been bitching about that exact fact. So
well, yeah,
I mean, I think there's a validity to it instead of just dismissing it like that. Like, it's not that difficult sometimes. For example, for this guy, I think there's a reasonable amount of things that you can do with like this combination of elements that would make it more.
I
Yeah.
think I am. What's it? Yeah, I think I'm just. Maybe it's because I don't do anything MSM related, and I just like I make a deck characters and I look in like a bunch of different themes and I'm like, okay, blender time for you. You're going in the blender that blends you.
True.
hold on. Small break, my mother's summoning me.
Oh.
How can I
Well,
make
let's
this about my OC?
You talk about Verity or something.
That's actually funny because that's who I wanted to mention. alas, the stream would not change over to Discord or something, so I cannot showcase her. So that
You can
the audience
describe her, I guess.
whatever.
Type out
Whatever,
FC
whatever.
art of her in the chat.
I have no idea how to do that.
Fucking ASCII art, so true.
And I'd lose an important feature that is color.
Manually edit the TMM slideshow so that it has her on it.
True, just like edit the downpour.
Just fucking show
Thanks.
the audience your character, idiot.
Also, the music coming from the stream, by the way, it's from Ace Attorney. Play
Yeah,
the
you can
games,
see in the
play the
little-
games, play the games, play the games.
Yeah.
Play Ace Attorney,
And
play Ace
see,
Attorney,
like-
play Ace Attorney.
You can see, like, in the top corner, the whole... Yeah.
Yeah.
First is the worst.
First is the worst.
Not in this case, though. We did a Brain first, and he was kind of awesome.
Brain was awesome, so true. So far, what Mary said has been kind of being true, unfortunately. It was all downhill from there.
Yeah.
Broken heart emoji.
I have no idea what the weird little triangle-headed guy from Monster Hunter Wilds is, but I like him a lot.
That is a sentence that neither the comment section nor anyone in the stream right now talking is gonna understand, because I don't understand that.
I don't know anything about Monster Hunter Wilds either, don't worry.
Awesome.
I just... my friends all play it, it's funny. Every time I see anything about it, it's just like, this guy fucking sucks and will kill you, and it's just every single monster in the game every time.
True. I mean, I guess that's the point of like a game like that. I guess you want that to happen.
Yeah,
You
it
want
is
like
kind of a boss
Yeah.
fight. It is kind of just boss fights the game.
Boss fight simulator the game. I love this stupid song.
Does anybody in the chat like Roblox?
To some degree.
Scary. I like Roblox to
All
the
I-
extent that I will play it. Never.
I like sometimes hop on I sometimes hop on like pressure or something now and then.
Yeah, pressure is awesome, dude.
No.
I know
haven't
that you're like
checked Roblox in a while.
the local regretivator autism. But that's like all I know about. Yeah.
Lol. I love how the comment section, the comment section is just like nothing, just talking about like random shit. The live chat, I mean.
Back.
Hello.
So now we can
Alright,
continue.
one moment.
Ooh.
I like this thing, but also why is it ice? Why is it cold?
I don't know.
This thing has an art style that reminds me of how I used to do
What the
pixel
fuck
art.
are they doing? What?
What?
What kind of fucking Star Wars Destiny cross? Never mind. Continue.
Question mark?
I'm gonna just send this in. I'm gonna just send this in the Discord. What the fuck is this? Anyway, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're talking about this, not that. We're not talking about Destiny here.
Okay.
No.
I like this fella. I like I like the concept, and I like Lala. I like the color palette. I like the sprite art
I
type
love this
style.
stupid face. I like this design. I really like this design actually, but also
I like the face too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
yeah, why?
I hate like making comments about like art quality because I don't think that that's really like that's like a non-criticism, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like
You can have a bad well, quote unquote bad art quality, but still have a good design in that. Honestly,
yeah, and I think this is a
It's-
good design. I think it's just like the art quality kind of betrays it in that like it's not quite as good as it could be because it's like it's a little too like it's presented a bit too symmetrically, you know. Like it's very like forward facing. I feel like if he was in a more nice pose, it would be a lot better.
Mhm.
Although I do think that this has a nice combination of the three: air because flying, UFO, ice because of the weird arms, maybe. Like that's what I mean. Is like I don't know what those arms are about.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And then there's like psychic, which is aliens they're always psychic and like
True.
Yeah, this is a very good design, honestly.
Agreed.
yeah, I agree. I like this goober.
Very good goober.
I was
And
gonna
I also like how how he's called Fung because his UFO head makes him look like a mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
Fungus.
the psychic is the psychic damage from the edges of the pixel art. 'Cause
True.
It's true. However, Pizza Tower does not also do this. Never mind. What am I saying?
However, Pizza Tower. Oh wait, no.
Okay, fine. Space Funeral does it.
I don't know what this is.
I have no clue what that is.
I think the music
RPG
was
Maker
paused.
game with amazingly terrible art. It's great. I love Space Funeral.
No.
I know nothing about
Anywho.
Space Funeral.
Let's go.
Hello, oh, I skipped one. Hold on.
Heli-
Slug
oh.
Car Pluck.
Yeah, this guy
This
was
is
like
a blood
foreshadowed
dance.
in the Downpour. This guy was like
I don't like
foreshadowed
the
in the Downpour.
Like the name is a
I-
mouthful and doesn't flow well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also don't think it
Mhm.
incorporates really anything of the three elements into its design. And unfortunately, because it's white, it blends with the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have a dark mode? Do we have a dark mode for?
No, because it's
for this-
built into the slideshow itself, but I can. Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah, there. I didn't even know he had ears.
the text is gone.
Yeah, you can just hit Control Z.
Low.
There.
There we go. Epic.
Very good.
Yeah, this design is kind of difficult to process. It doesn't really embody too much.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
it's
feel like
mostly it kind of feels like a reference just to be a reference than to make a design.
This
yeah.
is foreshadowing.
What's it?
Yeah,
No.
it is, unfortunately.
What's it? I feel like with the things on its back, those are like vultures from Rain World, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Scavengers or whatever the hell.
Oh,
I
they're
feel
right.
like
Yeah.
if you emphasize the fact that this thing carries those on the back, like they look kind of pasted on there. You know, if there was like very much like dedicated perches on the back of the armor, that'd be awesome. It wouldn't represent like air, psychic, nature, grass, whatever, but
It's
it'd be
plant.
pretty awesome.
The element's plant.
It
Low.
would be like plant, psychic, and air very much, but it would be pretty awesome.
So I'm gonna leave
Yeah,
the
this
background
just-
like this for future viewers.
Yeah, that'd be better.
Next. Telekined.
I don't see air in this, and that's my only criticism.
This thing is awesome.
Yeah.
I think.
I think the air is meant to be with the telekinesis. Like the air and psychic together creates telekinesis.
That's
Yeah, but
that's
yeah,
that's
eh.
I like the style. It works well for this guy. He works
No,
as
yeah,
a
it's a
joke
definitely-
monster.
It's a really good design.
He's a funny ass creature. I love this guy.
His humor.
This guy. This guy.
The amount of power in this man's brain.
Yeah, this guy's funny, but
The
like,
old name's Stoner.
yeah, it doesn't work as like a genuine like MSM monster.
Oh,
but
no way.
he's a funny joke guy.
Yeah, no.
He's also funny.
He's very funny, and I think that
agree, he's very
matters.
smiling friends.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Next.
I guess for some of
Shall
these,
we move
we
on?
gotta like analyze like whether they're like a joke monster or like a genuine monster, and like base our framing off of that.
Yeah, that's a good
I
thing.
mean,
to
even then, because if it's a
analyze as
joke
well.
monster, then if we just classify things as joke monsters, then we're just gonna not give them criticism because depending on how funny they are.
Okay, that's true. Actually, I think a Joker monster can be criticized, but I think this
Yeah.
one in specific is fine.
It's-
This is a very good
Like,
joke monster.
It's like
It's mostly about
Like-
identifying how seriously it takes itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
very much so.
I think that's the big difference between this guy and the guy like right before this.
We got a
The
visitor on the
Sparkcatcher.
slideshow.
Yeah,
Hello, anonymous tiger.
low. But yeah, I think that's the big difference between this and that. Low.
Yeah.
Next, Cloma.
We're getting into the OC territory
like-
now.
I like her on principle of but wait, hold on, she's like heat and cold. That sounds
It's
a little,
fire!
like, contradictory. Which okay,
Oh,
fine. If it's not ice and it's cold, then I assumed that it would not be fire. It would be heat. But whatever. Fine. Whatever.
Anyway,
Uh,
the monster.
Yeah,
the
the
monster.
I think, despite the fact of the contradictory elements of fire and cold, I do think like the big like sweater robe, the big bathrobe type thing, like combined with the like organs kind of thing, like the steam pipes, like that's pretty cool.
Pipes.
yeah.
I like that. However, there is no psychic on this. Where is the psychic?
True. I want
True.
to address Zeri's comment here. I intend to do the variants at the very end.
Yeah.
Also,
This
hi,
is
Zeri.
this is like Toriel if she was a
Oh,
bear and
shit.
had flutes.
Hello.
Hello, Zeri. This is Zeri, I
Pickles.
believe.
Hello.
I think this
Anyway,
monster
I'm,
is like. I think this monster is one of the first monsters to embody one of the big syndromes of TMM that I will be calling the OC syndrome, where like it's basically just someone's OC and less of a monster.
And none of us who participated were immune to that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, maybe I was.
Yeah.
Maybe I was.
No, you were
Maybe
not.
I was.
I would like to
Um.
remind you of Time Fairy.
You mean
Zeri.
Hello.
Hi, Zeri.
Hi, Zeri.
Hi, Zeri.
Hello, Zeri.
Anyway.
Next.
Oh,
That's oomph.
Ignore it.
Okay, don't be biased. Don't be biased.
No,
Judge,
I'm not going to be biased here.
judge this
Hmm.
monster.
I
I
don't
think-
like this monster, honestly. I just realized it's not even. It wasn't meant to be a heart shape, was it? It was meant to be like horns.
No, it wasn't. It was meant to be horns.
What the fuck is this? I thought it was like the fucking final boss from Kirby Planet Robobot.
No,
Like
those
that's
are meant
straight
to...
up the
Okay,
fucking
now
heart.
let me just say here then. I think I need to be as mean as possible here. I'm trying not to be biased in either way. I do like the hands. I do like the horns. I feel like it's a little disconnected generally, in that it doesn't
Yeah.
look like it's harder, which I mean makes sense because she's using fine. I think my biggest problem with it is that the fact that like she's a weird little like fire spirit or something, right? Weird little thingy.
Mhm.
I don't know. She does not look like she is made of fire. She just looks like she's a red worm.
I think that's intentional, but still, I can agree to that,
Red
actually.
worm
I,
thing.
I feel like Shin looks
And,
more like an island critter than a monster. She's a little worm.
True.
Extremely big bio.
I do want to say though that I think it does embody the design, the elements very well, like the fire, the earth, and the psychicness, because it's a telekinetic and it uses like rocks and it's fiery.
Yeah, I
Like
think
it's very good.
I think fire's embodied pretty well in like its color palette and generally like hateful of appearance. Like threatening.
Single note of final boss of Blocktail's theme.
I will say this is also a result of trying to conform to families of monsters. Like when Downpour started, this is actually the result of a different family, aka what you can see here. I know all three of you know what monster this is right here.
Yeah, that's Whirl, Mebs, and Ron.
Yes, you do, Shocked, but later on.
I actually don't. We'll have to see.
Also, there's a SpongeBob party hat in the top left corner. Yes, I do remember that.
I did not know. I didn't notice that.
Oh my god!
That's a remnant from the old monster that was here.
I love how that just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was Zeri.
We also have a SpongeBob cap hidden in here and just scrolled there like that was so casual.
Anyway, next. Harry Goodboy.
Harry Goodboy.
I don't like the name, but anything that spells boy like B-O-I, I instantly lose respect for. But that's probably just me.
True.
I agree with you. It's very true. I'm a hater as well.
But that aside, I don't see much psychic on this. I don't totally understand the air, but I think it's because this guy's supposed to look kind of like a balloon or something, like he's holding on to a balloon.
True.
I think if the render showed it like in front of the orb rather than like partially behind it, we could understand it better.
True.
Apparently it's called the sun orb.
I was gonna say it looks like cheese.
It does.
It looks like the moon.
In that case, I'll like chalk the sun orb down to just kind of being like a lack of rendering. Because if it looked more like a big rock, like the Pokemon Soul Rock, then that'd be pretty awesome, honestly.
I think it could have just used like some solar flare, and that would be fine.
But wait! If it's if it's big soul orb, this is me just assuming. And if it were to be like a rock, then it would be an earth element, not an air one.
Yeah, it's not that. So it's supposed to be the sun.
Which is why I immediately assumed it was like some kind of balloon that they like held on.
Yeah, that's kind of missed the air element, I think.
Well, if it is supposed to be a sun, the sun is a big ball of gas.
Shut the fuck up! You know how much you're
So, GamerGod just got redacted. What the fuck was that?
He was taken.
Oh,
he was taken.
Taken out back.
Destiny?
It was taken behind the shed.
Anyway, next.
I agree.
Oh, we start the quads now. We start the quads.
Oh.
With Grubenball, great.
Huh.
So
this guy's kind of cool, actually.
To a degree.
I think I don't see much ice here, but I can excuse the water in the nails and the bronze. It's cold.
Miles.
I can excuse the cold. I can excuse the water because
oxidation.
Oxidation for the
True.
Also, that's nearly an occultist on the top. But on the hats.
Yeah.
I just
think
named it
this
yellow
true.
fever.
fall.
And that's where I think the psychic part is great, actually, because
Yeah, I like
Here's-
that.
the weird psychic bell they wear on their head.
I think the cold is mostly fine because it does look kinda furry. Kinda?
Yeah, the green makes it look like fluffy. Well, no, the green
Yeah.
makes it look, naturey because it's like fluffy and shit.
Yeah, I think that's
I
a good.
This falls
Design.
into like another common design trope where it's just a fellow with like drumsticks that like hits something and like
True.
the bell and the
one-
sticks look kind of generic as well.
A little bit.
I kind of disagree. I think this is a bit of a. I mean, I'm not very familiar with MSM, but I am at least aware of the fact of like monsters that just hit things. I think that this is kind of a nice little play on that trope where they're actually wearing the thing that they hit instead of it just being something like it either being a part of them or like otherwise like that. Like if we had a big knight guy wearing like armor and a shield and he used his shield, like he hit it with his sword, like make his sound, that'd be pretty great. And this falls into something like that. I think it's pretty great.
We'll see how much you agree with that as we go on, because it gets more common.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Fair enough.
Next, Tarpole.
Purple.
Purple. That's very water. That's very cold. That's
And I
maybe a little rock.
I can see the psychic in the form of the weird, like, bright colors. I can't see much
Yeah.
though. Maybe it's because maybe this guy lives in rocks.
It generally looks like a cave dweller.
That's true, actually.
We got an ice dweller in the chat.
Ice dweller.
I will say this doesn't look quite natural to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that clashes with the design.
Yeah, that kind of just gets out of there out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be an acoustic guitar, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, frown.
Yeah, it sort of just looks like the guitar was an afterthought and was just slept onto its head.
A bit.
That's a little true.
Next!
Yeah.
Smacks a brute.
This guy looks the most like an MSM monster out of everyone I've seen so far.
Welcome to BD Signs. He's awesome.
This guy is cool.
Agreed.
Water, I see the water. Plant, I see the water. I mean, the plants.
Yes,
Oh,
I
you're
see the water!
Oh, Mia had to go.
Oh.
I like this fella. Good MSM.
True. I don't know what a Zaffoon is, but I think I don't know what it is, so I don't have any right to say what it is. Should we go on without Mian? I do hate him a lot.
Unsure. Okay, one moment.
Hold on, let's see what a Zaffoon is. Maui! Oh, it's muted. Hold on.
A Zaffoon, and this is made in Maui, and I like to collect weird and unusual and unheard of instruments, and I like being the guy in Nashville who has all this weird stuff. So if you've watched this series of videos, I've actually been making a whole series of videos about my strange collection of music, and it's all in conjunction with my 12 Days of Christmas video that I made, where I play all these weird instruments and created an ensemble of wild and craziness. And on the very first day of Christmas, I played the Zaffoon. And it's a kind of, small instrument, just has holes in it, no keywork. You just kind of play it like a recorder, but it has a saxophone reed instead of, like a flute type mouthpiece or a recorder. And so it gives it a really reedy and warm, low kind of texture. And it's very versatile, as a matter of fact. I'll play a little bit for you.
This man is very expressive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can we imagine that coming out of this?
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Actually, true. Yeah.
So it's almost chromatic by cross fingerings. There's no E flat really. You know, and almost 2 octaves of range. That high C is not the easiest to get out, but it's there. And yeah, it's kind of clarinety sounding, kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of unique. And since it's a reed instrument, you can do all that scoopy reed stuff, you know.
Yeah, I can see this coming out of that monster.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a Zafun.
Thank you, Squire.
Very good video.
Yay!
Thank you.
Shout out to that channel.
Anytime, sorry.
So awesome video. Awesome monster.
Awesome monster, awesome video.
I think what's it? Wait, I was gonna say.
Hi,
I was gonna say
Siri.
one more thing about the guy.
Oh,
This I don't think he's very psychic, but I think this was said already. Anyway,
Mhm.
we
it's
continue.
fine.
It still works.
Goliath. Hi,
This
Siri.
guy though, this guy is awesome.
I agree. I like this guy a lot. He actually represents everything he has so far, except cold, really well.
That's true.
True.
Yeah, I think it looks more like
I
a
think
water than a
cold.
cold.
If
But-
he had like a bit of
fine.
like ice crystals on his back or something, it'd be perfect.
True.
Or maybe
Or
he just
his
like
hands
made
were, like
the.
made of ice.
I think personally the like fur and stuff. That's actually plants. I think it works as well for both plants and the cold.
A bit.
Since like most cold monsters are very much just like legally in the cold, not really like made of ice or anything. They're mostly just like yeah.
True.
Mhm.
Next! Now remember what I said at the beginning.
Okay, one moment.
What did you say in the beginning?
I assume this means that this is one of the creatures made by a
Oh.
problematic.
I see.
That is why I cleared my throat. Anyway, let's review the monster itself rather than the person.
I
Metaraptor.
actually think that this. I think that this actually kind of represents the elements pretty well. First off, I mean pink.
Yeah.
I mean pink is like very psychic, and it's a bird, so like air. I think
I
the
think-
sparkles and I think the sparkles in blue very much give it like the feeling of water and cold.
I will say that the island itself that this is the quad of is a lot more befitting of the elements than the monster itself. And I was actually intending for us to review the islands at the end of the slideshows as well, just to get everything out of the way.
I think that'll depend on if we have time for Lamau.
Well,
Yeah.
duh. Obviously, we're not even going to get through this slideshow. I doubt we're going to even see Bone Element by the time Orson has to go.
Yeah.
Your lord.
But,
Yeah, we're halfway through the time we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, separating art from artist, this is a pretty good monster, which is easy for me because I don't know the artist, LMFAO.
Yes, you do.
No.
You just don't know, because it's a different name. I'll tell you after.
Okay, never mind. I know exactly who you're talking about. And I recognize this artist fail. Anyway,
Next, Spungus. We got a pile of
This
shit
is
here.
the best monster so far.
I cannot tell where the air is nor the psychic, but I like them because they're funny.
Yeah.
I think
Funny
this is.
monster, Evan said.
I think this matters enough.
The
That's
poop
true, yeah.
monster.
They're very much like a
This-
weird little like potato. I want to say.
The brown notes.
The song
Never mind.
contains the
They are
brown
literally
note.
a pie. They are literally a pile of shit. Wonderful.
Also, yes, Epic Gamer God, this is going to be a series of streams. Unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, this could be a weekly.
This guy has a very interesting design, though.
I was willing to. I was
Army.
willing. Yeah, no, all of the fucking nicknames are poop jokes. I was willing to say that I like this guy because they're literally just a potato, but no, they're just a pile of shit, and therefore I hate them.
Oh, it really is a fucking power shell. I really thought it was also just a potato, but no, it is not. Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Big lobster.
On that principle alone, I do not like this monster.
Yeah.
And I mean that with genuinicity.
Darn. Next!
This monster is shit.
Sun and Moon.
Zombies!
Shut the hell up. Sun and Moon.
This is nearly a Kirby boss if it was lame.
This is, yeah.
This is a very cute Thumpies.
I don't know how
I
to feel
approve.
about this.
I think personally,
If you're,
I think
if they are-
personally, this doesn't feel too. It doesn't feel distinct enough from the original Thumpies to be like its own monster. It kind of feels like just an epic of the original Thumpies.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree.
That's true.
And,
Yeah, it
like,
just feels
the
more like
mix
a
of- the
costume.
mix
the
of,
Thumpies.
The mix of elements doesn't help this case either. Like if you replaced the nature with fire plants.
It's
I feel
okay.
like it would have been a better
They were
approach to try and like design like a new monster from the Thumpaverse. Later. Hi, kitty. Aw.
Oh, was Orson's cat in the building?
My cat was also in the building like a while back, but you guys didn't hear me
What's that?
or him.
Also, I think the drums could use a rework because they feel very generic.
Cylinders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cylinders.
No!
Can I stop getting sent some raw ass art during this stream? I'm trying to critique this, not be loud at
Shit.
the wonders of the internet.
Rare Cybop's about to get killed.
Oh no.
He's.
Oh no.
Anyway, Hypno.
I like this little thing.
This guy is cool, but I can't tell what's going on in this.
Oh, so yeah, it's too dark. Holy fuck, lobster.
Why is Blue Lobster here?
I mean, it works.
Anyway, Dracula music aside, this.
Dracula has awakened.
Yeah, I can't take it seriously, but this guy, for one, the light background does not help the color contrast.
True.
Yeah.
No, it just keeps going. Fuck. But I think he just looks psychic. He just looks psychic. Nothing really else.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's my only real criticism. I think he looks fine.
And I don't really like that it just like has just the straight up like magician's hat and wand and cape. Like I think there could be like
Why is it
smarter
so
ways
cold?
to incorporate that into a design.
Ringtone.
What the hell? Sorry. Also, I agree with Epic. It does look like the Mixel.
Yeah, no, this does.
It does look like a mix of holy
Like,
shit.
this is genuinely what's its name? Oh shit! It's time to go. And by that I mean, why is that going off today?
It's time to drink water.
Not this one.
It's time to drink water.
Not this one.
It's time to drink water.
It's time to drink water.
It's
time to drink water. It's time to drink. That's true.
Yeah, no,
Oh
that's,
my
yeah,
god.
that's a mixel.
That's the mixel.
Straight
Holy
up.
shit. Straight up.
But that aside, it's
I think it's
alright.
different enough.
This guy would get
I do
convicted
like-
of murder.
Yeah.
I do like this guy. I like this guy plenty.
Hmm. I'm not sure what I think of this guy, but
Next.
Also funny of I forgot the name, just killing the other monster in the background,
yeah,
like you with rocks and whatnot.
killing you with rocks,
Next.
killing you with a rock.
Behemoth.
Another one that looks just like it would fit perfectly in MSM.
I think that's because it literally just looks like a mix of different MSM monsters.
A little
Yeah,
bit,
this
but I
gives
think
Tusky
it's
vibes.
true. This came out before Tusky.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Winning then.
Well, disregard what I said.
I do remember that this came out far before Tusky.
It does
I
like
like this guy.
have the same like horns as Good Job, and has like the eye of what's the monster again? The one eye one.
Puppet?
The one that's got one eye and it's got like two legs and it's a fur ball
That's
basically.
real specific, dude.
There's like dun 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 dun.
That's real specific, dude.
I'm not quite getting what you're saying there, champ.
It's the one you drew with like a sad face once.
Oh, you're talking about Wink.
Yeah, Wink. I meant Wink. It's like a mix of Gajube, Wink, and fucking and
What is that godforsaken thing?
It's
That's
the
like...
it's even not the same fur color.
not quite.
I think that's fine, honestly. Anyway, what's it? I like
No.
the air. I like the air element because that's like its instrument.
Oh yeah, true actually.
Yeah, because it's a clarinet, and I guess
It's an
Earth
air
can be
instrument.
It's a bit of a stretch, but the earth element can be kind of like written as like because it's a big sturdy land creature,
Yeah.
like a mammoth.
It works.
And the cold is because it's fluffy, because it
Because it's a mammoth.
cold, and also the color too. It's a very cold color.
Yeah.
As for the psychic, I don't really know besides the one eye though.
Yeah.
I feel like one eye is a bit of a stretch for psychic.
Apparently has
Yeah,
an
this is
brain.
psychic. Oh.
Like,
Maybe I
fire
guess-
also show that visually. Give it a big forehead. Give it a really
True.
big forehead. Really, really big forehead with like a
Yeah.
brow that's caused by its forehead.
Next.
The big brain man.
Besides
shit,
that, I
that's
think he's fine. Stumpy Dumpy and Finn.
Hmm.
This is another one that's like clearly a combo monster.
That's a water element? That's not a water element monster? That's very much a water monster.
Yeah, he's weird little fins.
That's wacky.
I feel like the log is pulling much of the elemental stuff here because it's got like the tuba for air or something, maybe. And then there's not the tuba, trumpet, horn thing.
Piccolo, oboe, bass, clarinet, and TTS vocal, apparently.
Wow, that's a lot of
It's
stuff.
a lot of elements.
Ooh. I kinda
Actually, that's
have a
right. I just realized these are all like quads. Like Sunny Moon do not look like a quad.
Yes, these have all been quads.
Yeah,
Goodness gracious.
the quads are like the big boys of MSM.
Yes, and one
Just
of them is a
Yeah,
pile
so
of
you
shit.
remember.
Feel important, but
That's the big one.
Kind of unopinionated on this. Next!
Yeah.
Bungler! Bungler! Hello, Bungler!
Bungler.
Hi,
That's
Kanachuna.
been singing bowl.
Hello.
That's
This guy
heat,
is-
right?
Oh, not true now.
Oven dings. That's heat. But
I really wish this
I don't
island
see
came
much-
out.
I have no clue what the design is all about, honestly. I can't lie.
I can't really tell what's going on here. Actually, yeah, I think that's about it. I can't really tell what's going on here. There's an oven, so that's fire or fire, not heat.
Fire.
It is
Fire.
It is not fire. It is not heat. It is fire. It is not heat. It is fire. Anyway, and when everyone is quad, no one will be.
That's awesome.
That's
Awesome.
genuinely way too true, honestly.
Hey,
I made my own fucking MSM
it
island.
stopped.
What?
Anyway, I think it's meant to be like a
Yep,
marionette.
correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also it's metal?
Ton.
Spam
Perish. This came out before Spamton existed.
I think you don't realize how old chapter 2 is actually.
The fuck was that,
I'm
John?
what the fuck was that?
Right.
Awesome. Anyway, music back.
Next. Pizzeria.
Pizzeria.
This reminds me of something, and I don't know what it is.
Object shows.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, that's it. Yes, thank you. I was gonna say Roblox. You're more correct.
Okay.
That's all. Okay. None of the elements are represented here besides maybe grass because of
Fire, I guess, from being a pizza.
I don't know. I just don't like this thing.
I also
Yeah.
don't like this.
It's not MSM.
Nah.
It's not a
This is an NOC, like I said, it's an OC syndrome.
But, like, this isn't even an OC. This is just an object show character.
This is a Roblox character.
Hi, Zeri.
Hello, Zeri.
I'll take pepperoni.
And also, yeah, the complete lack of toppings and sauce on this guy, by the way.
Yeah, there's nothing.
There's a little puddle on where the hat is.
And one like above the arm, I guess.
Glue.
But who the hell puts pepperoni on the crust?
I don't fucking know. Ask
Nah.
whoever made this.
This is
Ask
a very, like,
Timpaton.
nothing.
Anyway,
kind of.
anyway, next.
Yeah.
Next. Yeah.
Remember, don't be biased. Don't be biased. Don't be biased.
Gee, I wonder
I mean,
who made this.
I'm immediately like here to say that I like this guy. I also like the fact that he could just be called.
That's true.
Okay.
I do really like Rancon, though. I really do like it. I love that it definitely like embodies both the water, the rock, and the fire like instantly from the fact that it is literally an ohm. Which an ohm, if you guys don't know, is a type of salamander that's a salamander.
Yeah,
lives in the water.
yeah.
It lives in caves, and in the past, they used to be believed to be like the larvae of dragons. So yeah, that's three
yeah.
elements instantly.
However, I will immediately say he's supposed to have like organ and steam train sounds. Why does he not have? Actually, never mind. I was gonna say, why does he not have metal? Okay, then I'll revise my statement. Why does he not have metal pipes, like on the rings, maybe?
Maybe.
Make it look a little more like a steam train or organ, pipe organ.
True.
Probably.
I think the only thing that this guy misses is the psychic a little bit, but even that is like I guess the colors kind of help a little bit. I'm not
a
sure.
little bit, but
What the fuck you epic gamer god.
I
I was formulating my message, okay? Fuck you.
I like this guy. I like this guy lots.
I love this fella.
Yeah.
Smiley.
Black of psychic and
Yeah.
maybe black of fire. Besides, like, concept.
Yeah.
Smiley. Next. I can't say that. Brawler.
Rowla.
Brola.
This is just a bruiser from New Super Mario Bros, isn't it?
This is actually a family of monsters.
Yeah, this is part of the
Oh, okay.
pom-poms. Or part of the
I like this
Pommelines.
concept, like a fighter Pommely. That I like that.
Yeah.
This is a
Love
big
this
game
song.
family.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's so many. Is that really a mountain? Holy shit, that's a lot.
Shake
I
my
like the
head.
one with the
Yeah,
big
this is
hair in
also
the back.
including like rare and epic variants too,
Yeah.
and the babies.
Yeah.
The baby.
The
I would
baby.
include what's its name? The Wublin.
Thwack?
Thwack.
Oh,
Total
yeah.
great part there. Yeah.
Alright, back to the slideshow. I like the idea of like a boxing wobbly. What was the fuck?
Pomelie.
Formally,
Homily. Yes, I like that idea. But you know what? At this point, I kind of want to start asking why are they a quad? Because you guys said that like quads are supposed to be like the biggest and the baddest of them all. You know, right?
yeah.
Keep that question
Yeah.
in mind.
Why are they? Like,
Yeah.
okay, go back to the previous slide. Like
Rancome.
this guy.
This is one big mean guy.
Rankle
looks like a
has
big
Bowser
mean
energy.
guy. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he looks like a boss
His
fight.
name is Browser.
Rouser.
Bowser.
Yeah, he looks. Like
Actually, no, you're right. Look at the one before this one. This is a
Why is it a
quad.
quad?
This is a quad.
This is a quad.
Yeah, why is it a quad? And like, go back again. Like, go back again. I can see. No, as in like the one before the pizza. I can see this being a quad, even if I can't really understand what's going on, mostly because it has all these different elements in it.
True.
It's just large and cumbersome, but still like large and big and very much a quad.
Even with the mammoth, I can't really see that being a quad, but I can definitely see that as like a 3, even if it does represent all of its elements really well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm. This guy though, yeah, not very much a quad.
it just looks like you could have given this guy. I don't know what element exists in MFM, but like fire works and earth too. But
So what's going on with the arms specifically? Like I don't. Is the hand floating?
I think they're meant to be floating. Like that's part of
Yeah.
the psychic.
okay.
Hmm.
Like
You can see at the bottom of the shadow.
the amazing mirror boss.
Mega Titan.
Yes.
Looks like
That's
it's the
super
right
smart.
game.
Next. Brosmic. This was not the
Huh.
this was not the quad for this slot for the longest time, but that's a story.
Hmm.
No. Okay, so I can see this guy being psychic.
I like this.
Definitely.
fella.
I do like this.
I
fella.
like this villain. I like this villain.
I still don't know how. Actually, I can see this guy being a quad. Just like it's maybe a tiny much, but I can see him being a quad.
Hmm.
Phoenix, what's it? Phoenix, right? Ace Attorney hitting with the bangers, dude.
Do, do, do.
Next time I put on Squeak Squad music.
We're gonna leave the fucking stream.
Lol. Next. Duke Fishsticks II.
I'm
Duke Fiction.
inclined to enjoy this creature. Actually, I like the wacky colors.
It's very
Why are they a
dragon-like,
quad?
which I think works for it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which works for
I
the
don't
fire
see that-
part.
I don't see the air very much, but the water and the psychic, nailed, perfect.
Yeah. The fire, like I said, the dragon-ish of it, definitely. The air, I think, can be like, what is the word? Inferred from the fact that it's kind of dragon-y. Like even then, it's not that much.
Yeah, everything
I'm not really
has been
sure
a
where
psychic so far.
theremin comes from.
Yeah, I
Oh.
agree.
IDK.
Mm,
I think we're gonna cut it
Theremin.
off after we're done with the psychic ones.
maybe.
I'll
Fair
rename
enough.
the stream after.
Yeah.
Next! Merklin.
This is
I
a
like this
Pokemon.
guy.
I
Yeah, this
quite
is a
like this one.
Pokemon. I like this one.
I
but
like
it's just
this guy.
a Pokemon.
It is very much just a Pokemon. I like this guy though.
I don't quite
I can
understand
see
where
the
like the
cold
wing is coming
Air
out
and
of.
psychic, not so much the fire. But and I guess this again, every time I see these, I guess I keep raising the question of like, why are they a quad? And I can see this guy being a triple, or whatever.
I will say
Yeah,
that
triple is correct.
this render, I will agree with you that it doesn't look very quadly, but I had seen a re-render done by someone else for a different island, and it made it a lot more flamboyant, even just by adjusting the proportions a little. I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. Again, I do like this design. There's a lot of potential.
If I'm still subscribed to them. Hold on. New adventure short.
We're watching that later.
I'm not. I am. One moment. Ash of Scrambling Fame.
Lel.
Where are you?
This thing, game theory. Is that him?
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Oh my
Oh,
god,
that was
yeah,
very
he's gotta
nice.
go with it.
It helps
Yeah.
that this person's just a really good
I
artist
also-
in general.
I also
Mhm.
really fucking like the weird steampunk owl in the top.
Yeah, but that's
Oh,
not
that's
TMM.
good.
He's not relevant right now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
even if I like him a lot.
I feel this one does a lot more justice towards it being quadly.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
agree.
I agree.
Very, very
Still
nice.
I still don't totally feel like he's a quad, like he's quad material. But again, I don't know anything about MSM, so my opinions should all be taken with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I think I heard a Silvagunner rip of this one that turned it into dating start.
It does really sound like dating start. And I've always thought that, but it also makes me so mad.
Anyway, next.
I-
Fulgana.
Actually, one more thing to say. He looks like a super paper, not super paper, original Paper Mario render. to be honest.
True.
Like one of the original.
That's true, actually.
It's
Looks
because
like a concept art.
Jack did a lot of his renders physical.
On paper.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
damn, that's nice.
agreed.
I just realized, yeah, that's true. I can see it from the
Yeah, I
the
knew
lines,
it
the
was
grainy
like,
lines.
yeah, you can really tell. Good job. I like this guy. Anyway, next up.
Fulgana.
I also like this one, to be honest.
This guy is
I like
always
the
strange.
idea.
I like it.
I like the idea of like psychic flesh.
Projection.
Like they just
Yeah.
kind of wear, projecting like a big monster around themselves.
Big
do
scary
not see
monster.
much of the air, but
Wait, why is it there? It looks like it'll be a water elemental because it's a frog.
yeah. Besides that, I think this is a splendid creature.
Pretty cool.
Really?
Pretty cool. And last psychic elemental, and then I'm going to turn off the stream since Orson said he had to go around 5. Waku Waku!
Oh, I like this thing.
I don't know why this thing isn't water. I like them, but I don't know why it's not water.
Because it's like a
I
spectre.
think it's yeah, it's more of a spirit. It's more like
wait,
what's the
no,
name of the creature?
That's her head, like upside down. Her head is upside down. Just realized.
Yeah,
Good.
this is inspired by a Japanese yokai. Actually,
Yeah, that makes
why it
sense.
looks.
Yes.
Also, it's like the thing on the side, the ghost. Yeah,
Wisp.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
yeah,
was
wisp.
this was I believe this was meant to be part of a family before families were properly introduced into TMM. So this was a
Mhm.
trailblazer, and it did it well because it didn't just make it generic.
Yeah.
And this one's very much a. I see the psychic. I see the air. Not so much the other two. And again, why is this a quad? But
I think this
the other-
sort of falls into like another one of those tropes. There's sort of just like kind of part of the body's just like long, and then they play it with their fingers. Like
Mm.
I think that's fair.
Ish.
But and I think
I think there could have
pretty
been like
bad.
a more
I think
clever
it's
way to
kinda-
implement the instrument.
I think it's kind of bad in this case because they don't have like
Much else.
no. As in like there's not like actual like holes and stuff inside their neck to like play.
Oh no,
I
that
just-
Bila
I like-
is a string instrument.
Ah.
Oh, that makes it awesome actually.
Low.
Yeah. So now we've finished with the psychic hybrids, the natural psychic hybrids. So like this is just the start. We still have a little bit to go. You see the scroll
I
bar?
wanna-
You see the scroll bar?
Oh god.
Yeah.
So we will return with the fairy hybrids next time. But for now,
I don't know if there's gonna be any monster mine here, actually.
A couple of mine are coming up.
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
I can't wait to beat the
return.
shit out of your children.
We'll probably return next week. We could make this a weekly thing.
That's possible.
True.
Alright, then we will see you next Tuesday. At, do we have closing thoughts about like any of the?
I think for the moment, I liked a good like 50% of these guys. I think my main issue, and this is probably going to be a very repeating thing, is like, why is it a quad? Like, you gotta, like...
Unfortunately, so.
Oh, you're gonna be so mad.
You're gonna be
You're gonna be
sad.
so mad.
Well, okay, anyway,
I-
why is it a quad is kind of the big thing in this could... You know what, actually, I'm gonna save the whole, OC favoritism, like, rant for maybe another time, because we're out of time here, but...
I was gonna say, I think some monsters have an opposite problem. Like, why is this a triple? Why is this that double and not a quad or a triple?
True.
And that's mainly from my part. I'm not gonna lie.
It's all
Fair
your
enough.
fault.
It's all my fault.
I don't think you were in the first slideshow at all.
Really?
I don't think so.
Do like a quick scroll and see if you find anything.
No, I think you came in like a little later into the project when we were doing like fan magicals and stuff.
Oh.
Wait, let me
boy.
see that? Wait,
Nope.
no, I want to see that.
Nope.
I want to see that,
Nope.
please.
No,
I can share my Google Doc with you.
but yeah. Okay, so we will resume next week on Tuesday. I suppose.
Yeah, next
Give
Tuesday.
this some longevity. So, bye guys. I'm going to turn off the show now.